All right, so continuing from that last video, I got this comment that a guy was saying, well, some characters would have EX moves that are too good. Well, okay, so first of all, I said it doesn't have to be EX moves that make you go down. It could be EX moves that make you go up. The whole point is, though, you need to have something that makes you go, or, oh God, there we go. You need to have something that makes you go up your meter and something that makes it, what the fuck, and something that makes it go down, okay? Right? It could be breaking and fainting, whatever makes your meter go up. Maybe that makes it go down. Maybe the special move is what makes it go down. The whole point is that you just find something that makes you have some sort of like thought process in terms of building your meter and trying to get to this sweet spot of, let's say, maybe it's like 70. Oh, why is I keep hitting the erase thing, I guess. This like sweet spot of like 75 to 99% or some shit, and then this is where your character is at their most powerful. Maybe this is where you do your level 3s. This is where you do your level 2s or some shit like that. This is where your moves do more damage, whatever, right? And again, so like I said, it doesn't even have to be the EX moves. You can just keep doing EX moves when you're low. It could be that you special move the special move. Also, again, you got to use your imagination a little bit, dude. Right? Like, not everything can be the same, especially when you have a game where the characters are like, oh, dude, go to top gear, full throttle, dude, top axle, top whatever, right? It just sounds like it should be some kind of like, fucking automobile motorcycle sort of gauge, right? Like, imagine this. Use your imagination here for a little bit. Let's say, again, I could add this. Let's say that every match you start off at this like 20% right here, right? And let's say if through balancing you find that, yeah, you do want your EX moves to be the thing that make your meter go down, right? But let's say every EX move does 5, this is just for sake of argument, right? Let's say every EX move does like 5% or some shit like that. So you start off the match at around 20%, right? So you could do a few EX moves and go down. But let's say if you actually like deplete your meter and you go down or something like that, again, it could be 7%, whatever, when you balance the game, you make it work, right? But if you go down and you actually hit 0%, until you actually get back up to about 20%, your character does really low damage, let's say. Right? Let's say even trying to build the meter, if you actually hit 0%, it takes, let's say, to get your meter back up to like 5% even, it will take twice as long. You're like in a cool down phase because you got to start revving your engine again or some shit like that, or your meter, right? But every match you start off with like 20%, and you can start, and the more meter you're building, the faster you start to build meter, right? And this is like, a sweet spot. Oh, you're building, you're at a good, like, your regular damage here, right? And you're building meter at a good pace. And then once you get to here, boom. Just like, say, you could even have this have to do with the top gauge. If you're in the top gauge and you're in this level 3 sort of meter, let's say that to do, again, once you start to balance the game, maybe special move to special move, it normally takes a lot of meter. But once you're in top gear mode or some shit like that, or the top mode, it's very hard to get to 99% because the game gives you like one freebie of a special or something, right? The whole point is to find something to try to differentiate the game system wise, especially when you're talking about top gear, motorcycle, all this crap, the entire fucking game. Instead of it just being like, oh, we have all this revving your engine stuff, but oh, it's just kind of Street Fighter 6, right? So again, what I said is find a balance of something that builds your meter, something that doesn't, right? Could be, just defending. You want to keep just defending because that builds your meter really quickly, right? You don't want to just be doing, the easy FD because that makes you go down, right? Maybe it's special move to special move. Revving your engine, but okay, you're in a good spot, but you don't want to special move one more time because you explode your engine, you go all the way down to 0. And then it takes a long time to rev your engine back up again or something. You're in a cool down phase, and then you go back down here or something like that, right? Just like you don't want to do, just like you don't want to keep on doing EX moves like, oh man, I'm in a good spot. I can keep doing EX moves. Oh shit, I'm depleted. Oh, now my character is going to be doing really low damage for a while, and to even get back up to 5% to do another single EX move, or whatever it might be, that's going to take double long because my character builds really low meter for a while, right? So you have this sort of safe zone of being able to do all the mechanics in the game, and then you want to, that's your optimal thing, and maybe if you're in top gauge, this actually lasts even longer because, whatever. But again, the whole point is this would be found when you're balancing the game. Again, maybe it doesn't have to be EX moves that make you go down. Maybe it's the special move to special move. Maybe it's EX moves that make you go up. But again, the point is not every game can be the same, dude. You got to do something a little bit different, right? Hell, who knows? Maybe you end up balancing the game, and maybe just like when you pick your top gauge, right when the match starts, it's like, oh, where do I want my top gauge? Do I want it at the beginning of the round? Do I want it at the end of the round or something like that? Maybe you could even be like the game gives you a choice. It's like, oh, hey, do you want just defending to make you go down? Do you want it to make you go up? Do you want special moves to make you go up? Do you want special move to make you go down? But the game, you have to choose a couple for each mechanic, right? You can't just be like, oh, I want everything to make me go up. I can't want everything to go down. I mean, that would add a crazy dynamic to the game, right? Because maybe some characters are better like, oh, I want to be able to rev my engine with special moves. And you know what? I don't really like just defending. So just defending can make me go down. I mean, again, this is just, it's theoretical, right? This is what you would do in the balancing process. But you need to do something different with the game, dude. Not every game can be the same thing. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.